Today we're going to read The Joy of a Ship. This book tells us about how ships are built. This is a nonfiction text. Do you remember what nonfiction means? Right. Nonfiction means that it is a real or true thing that can happen. Before we start reading, let's take a look through the pictures. I notice on this page that with the pictures, I also see a few text features that we learned about while we were in class. Can you point out the text features? One text feature is the photographs. I see 3 photographs. 1, 2, 3. I also see captions. Can you point to the captions? Remember, captions explain what's happening in a photograph. There's a caption here and a caption here. Another text feature I see on this page is a heading. Do you see the heading? Right here. The heading is a word or short phrase that brings your attention to a key point. Do you see any text features on this page? I see a heading, 2 photographs, and a caption. What do you notice in the pictures on this page? Hey, look, another heading. What do you notice in the pictures on this page? Do you see any text features? I see one last heading and lots of photographs. Now that we've taken the time to look through the pictures and reviewed text features, let's go back to the beginning so that we can start reading. Now remember, while you're reading, you should be thinking about what information do I learn from the words and what information do I learn from the pictures? The joy of a ship. Ships take people and things all over the world. How does a ship get made? Find out here. What is needed to build a ship? Making ships employs many workers. This task uses lots of tools and parts as well. Let's see how a ship is made step by step. Don't forget to read your caption. These people study the plans for the ship. There are many things to do. Frame it. First, workers build a frame. The ship frame can balance on blocks up above a dock. Huge cranes hoist the big parts in place so they do not fall. Workers must avoid being bumped by these big pieces of steel. Some huge gantry cranes can lift 1,500 tons as high as 230 feet in the air. Sheets of steel. First, 2 kinds of metal are melted into steel. It boils. Hot steel flows into flat metal sheets and molds. When steel gets cold, it gets hard. The steel sheets are then ready for making a ship. Stand back. The steel is very hot. A worker joins each steel section by heating the edges, called joints. Most workers put on gloves and a helmet to protect their hands and head. Check it, paint it. Workers check all the joints. Then they point out leaks and fix them. If a joint leaks, the inside of this ship will be moist with water. It might even sink. Then the ship is painted, and this job is done. It gleams in the sun. The workers knew it would look nice. People will pay a lot of money to ride on this ship. Out to sea, the people on the dock point with joy as the new ship begins the first trip. Those on the ship wave as it glides towards the open sea. Did you know there are many kinds of ships on the sea? One ship is the aircraft carrier, and then it's pointing to this photograph right here. Another ship is an icebreaker ship and a cargo ship. Make connections. What steps in shipbuilding are risky? So think back to what we just read. Can you talk with a grown up? What steps in shipbuilding are risky? Remember, you can always go back and listen to the video or pause and read it yourself and think about what information did you learn from the words and what information did you learn from the pictures?